NASCAR, like any other competitive sport, have seen its fair share of heartbreaking moments that have left drivers broken after the race. In this video, we're going to be looking at some of the most heartbreaking moments in NASCAR history. Ryan Newman started third in the final race of the 2004 season. The focus was obviously on the chase contenders such as Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, and Jimmy Johnson, but Newman kept his car around the top 5 for most of the race. A lot of cautions brought out a lot of pit strategy that scrambled the running order. In the last 100 miles, Newman was up front battling Tony Stewart. It looked like he could win the race without any problems. Even with late race restarts, Newman kept the lead. With only 2 laps to go, Ryan Newman drove into turn number 1 and crashed while leading the race.
33 points.
And it's not like we haven't seen some flat tires today.
There's only 19 points between the top. Ryan Newman,
the leader.
Caution flag is out.
They have a green light kicker. Sure looks that way.
The race leader, Ryan Newman, right front.
Yep. Another right front tire, just talking about it. Never see Ryan Newman, the 12th car, going down in turn 1, and the right front tire goes flat, and in that safer barrier he goes.
Ryan Newman would not go on to win until next season in the playoffs. It's the 2011 Coca-Cola 600. The driver here we're talking about is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Jr. has not won since the 2008 Michigan race, almost 3 years ago when this race took place. Coming to the grid with 2 laps to go, Dale Jr. led the field down to turn number 1. Chaos ensued behind him as cars started running out of gas and crashing. NASCAR did not throw the yellow flag and let the race play out. Coming to the white flag, Dale Earnhardt Jr. had this race in hand, and it all went wrong entering turn number 3.
He's out of fuel! He's out of gas! Harvick, the closer, wins it. Once again, where did he come from?
After that race, Dale Jr. would not find victory lane until the following year. Domination would be an understatement for Kevin Harvick's 2020 season. Kevin Harvick picked up an astonishing 9 wins, 20 top 5s, and 27 top 10 finishes. He even won the regular season. This was Kevin Harvick's best shot to win another championship since 2014. During the 2020 Texas race, Kevin Harvick was leading the field down into turn number 1 and 2 as rain began to fall off the exit of turn 2. Kevin Harvick slid up from the lead and into the wall, causing damage to the right side of his car. Kevin Harvick would finish 16th that day, costing him valuable points. In the final race of the round of 8, Kevin Harvick had a 30-plus lead over the cut line. 500 laps later, coming to the white flag, Kevin Harvick had to pass 1 car, Kyle Busch. Entering turn 3 in the final lap is where it all went wrong, and he gave his last shot to try to make the final 4.
Can Harvick do it? The final turn.
Get it!
He needs the position.
Oh, Harvick spins the 18.
Turns into the 18. He turns as well. The 18 crosses the start-finish line, and Harvick is going to be out of the playoffs.
Unfortunately, Kevin Harvick missed out on the championship 4 and never once saw a championship shot again. Denny Hamlin is probably one of the greatest drivers in NASCAR to have not won a championship. But many of you do not know he also does not have a Brickyard 400 win. It is something that has eluded the 11 car year after year after year. Sound familiar? Yeah, it kind of does. Denny Hamlin came oh so close in 2018 while being passed by Brad Keselowski and losing the race. 2020 was his redemption year as he entered turn number 1 with only a handful of laps to go. Denny Hamlin's tire would let go as he slams the outside wall, costing him the victory.
All of this race changed on that green flag.
Oh, hard into the wall. Denny Hamlin from the lead slams into the wall. Again, we see a right side, right front failure, and Hamlin hard into the wall.
Down here if you can. Catch your breath.
During the 2015 Talladega race, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was looking to lock himself into the round of 8. In one of the most chaotic, unprofessional, most disastrous races NASCAR has ever seen, Dale Earnhardt Jr. came up 1 splitter short. There's different camera angles and photos saying Dale Jr. may have won the race when the caution came out, but regardless, NASCAR gave the win to Joey Logano, driver of the number 22 car. This race was extremely heartbreaking to all the junior fans out there, and just listening to his post-race interview was even more heartbreaking.
He gave me the bottom. I was like, man, this is a gift. I was going to win the race for sure. But that caution came out, and, I'm fine with the new rule, and everybody's going to debate that. We were thinking before the race that they made a good change on the green-white checker to go to 1, and I still feel that way. Per the rules, we run second. I can live with that. The 22 did a great job. He had a hell of a round winning all 3 races. So if he wins the championship, he can look back on this round here that set him up. I'm proud of what we did today. We did everything we needed to do. Just fell a little short about the width of the splitter, and you know how I hate that splitter. So another reason.
Exactly right. Should NASCAR have let you guys run longer under that green-white checkered before throwing the caution?
Another 100 yards, I'd have been in the lead, but NASCAR makes the calls.
Let's take a look back at the 2012 Kansas Fall race. Eric Almirola, driver of the 43 car, had a legitimate car that could have won that day. Even through adversity, he kept coming back to the front time after time after time. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't meant to be. Eric Almirola took the lead and had a 5-second lead on lap 73. During green flag pit stops, he inherited the lead again. However, he may have stayed out too long as his right front tire worn and he hit the wall coming off of turn 2, causing damage. He would eventually get back up to second place later on in the race and attempted to take the lead. Unfortunately, he then spun off turn 2 and no caution came out.
After the lead on Mark Martin.
Gathered up here. Spun off of 2, guys. Looks like right front went down. Tell us about it.
The final blow came on lap 215. He scuffed another right front tire, this time into turn number 4, and destroyed the car after leading 69 laps, the most in his career up to that point. He finished 29th.
Oh. Well, there's some bad feelings as a driver in a race car, but not much worse than that. Throttle hanging and blowing a right front tire when you're wide open in the throttle.
It looked to finally be the night for young Kasey Kahne. Kasey Kahne was en route to his first ever victory in the NASCAR Cup Series. He's tried so hard this season and has come up short so many times. Tonight has to be the night, right? Nope, his right side tire goes down while leading the race, and all his hope at winning tonight's race is gone.
Boom, there it goes. Right front tire.
Right front tire.
Man, oh man.
Matt. BP, as Cousin Cole earlier said, looked like something broke. Tommy asked him, tire or does something break? He says, tire.
What a heartbreak.
Martin Truex Jr. is currently on a long losing streak. 2012, he showed some flashes of hope where he can claim a victory once again. With 2 races to go before the regular season concluded, Martin Truex Jr. was out front leading at Atlanta with just 7 laps to go. He had a great gap that was 2 seconds that he was maintaining consistently. While heading down the front stretch, right in front of him, Jamie McMurray blew a tire and the caution fell. Martin Truex Jr. brought the whole field down pit road, and as Truex fashion, his pit crew lost him the lead and ended up costing him the victory.